Yes, hello. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Hello, 1, 2, 3, mic check. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Hello, we're going to get started. Hello. We're going to get started. Hello, and how are you? My name is Muhindo and I welcome you to our 22nd video of creating a complete hotel management system. We shall do 40 minutes, so I'll go ahead and start our timer. Without wasting any minute, let's go straight into our today's business. So in the previous lecture, we stopped at this level where we were able to create our what? We were able to create our posts. Now we want to be able to see how we can make our post. I want to be able to see how we can edit our posts and also hello. All right. Okay. We're going to get started. All right. Sorry, I was testing something. Okay, let me start off again. Hello, and how are you? My name is Muhindo and I'll come you to our 22nd lecture of creating a complete hotel management system. So we always do 40 minutes, or today we shall do 40 minutes. So without wasting any minute, let's go straight and start our timer. So in the previous lecture, we stopped at this level where we were able to create the post. Now today we want to be able to edit the post and also display these posts on the landing page. So all right, so let's go ahead and log in. So I'll go ahead and click on login page and I go ahead and put in my login information. All right, and click on login, so it will make me proceed. I mean, to be able to, I'll not be able to see my dashboard as administrator, and when I click there, I'll be able to see my dashboard information. So in the previous lecture, we stopped at this level where we were able to create posts and upload them. Now in this lecture, we want to work on the logic of editing. Like when I click on edit, I should be able to change something. And when I submit, I should be able to see these changes. So that is where we stopped at in the previous lecture. So let's go straight into our today's business. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this file, which is admin post create, and then search for it. So search for a file that you want to modify. Just press Ctrl P and go ahead and paste there the file name, or you can type as the files are getting suggested. So this is the file that I want to modify, so I'll press enter and I'll be able to access the file. So you see here, we have this word time to update. So it means that we had worked on all the logic, only that we now want to implement now this update logic. So let me go ahead and copy this and search it for it in this file, and I'll be able to see it here. So you see we're able to do what, to have this edit post here. Alright, so this will look much more like the one of updating. So that's why you have almost everything here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just get the post that I want to update. So which is this one. So I'll just simply get the ID of a file that I want to update, and that's just simply say room, or I can just simply say post. Now this is a post, or I can just simply say word item, since we can reuse this code. Item equals to, so you know this is about posts, so I'm not searching rooms table. So let me go ahead and put posts. So let's go ahead and preview what we have so far. So I just simply say printer, and then just put the item that I want to do what, to display. Alright, so let's put let's echo here a pre tag. So just simply say echo pre tag and then display there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we have got. So I'll save and come and refresh. So you'll see what is this? There is a correspond to MySQL database. Rooms. Alright, this is going to be item equals db posts, db find, and then put the posts. Yep. Alright, let's see what is this. Uncode SQL, you have an error in your SQL, check in the menu. So what's the error? It's saying that undefined variable called rooms. Alright, so this is db find, and then we have undefined variable called room. Or is this line 1? Select all from posts. Anyway, let's first see how you saved posts. Just simply come here, say localhost, HotelPro. Which one are you using? This one, or is the other one? Let's come here to our functions. This is the one that we are using. This one, so we have posts, and this is the one we want to search in this database. Okay, let's see where the problem will be coming from. So I say db find, and then say post, and then I pass the ID of what I want to find. Alright, let's go ahead and refresh this. So refresh, come here, refresh. So you can see MySQL exception, you have an error corresponding to BR. What is that? Let's try to search in rooms and see. What is causing that error? I don't know. Okay, what if we dive from top here? Let me try to put this pre tag on top here, and then dive with a post, and see where the problem could be coming from. See, refresh. Alright, so if it's set post edit. Alright, so this is the level where we are. So line 197, 194, 194, where is that? Undefined variable, create post 194, 194. Let's go there. Why is it executing the place before we reach it? This is line 194. Okay, trying to access our offset. Okay, so I think you're not catching the edit part properly. All right, so I think you're not submitting this edit. That's why. That is why. Okay, so let's make sure that we submit the edit. Okay, when someone comes to edit. So here we are. So you see edit post this, post 1. So let's make sure that in our hidden we have the post 1. You see, this is where the problem is, I think. So let's try to see if we are checking if it's editing. Let's try to make this one unhidden. Let's try to make it just input and remove hidden. All right. So if I come and refresh, so you see there's an error there. There's an error. Okay, that's why. So the ID of an item that we are editing, all right, it's not in the room variable. Okay, it's supposed to be in the post variable. I think that's the mistake that we did, that we have the room and post all of them together. So if I refresh here, everything now should be fine. You see, no, it should be fine. Or is the item that you're editing the ID? So let me remove hidden, and we see. So you see, that was our problem. Okay, that was our problem, that we're having the word room there instead of post. That is the problem. So I'll have to hide it again. So let's look for room and we see if we still have this variable. I think it's going to cause us problems, just inconsistency of these variables. Anyway, but let's take it from there. So it was supposed to be room, post instead of room. So we put there its ID of what we are editing, right? So let's go ahead and refresh now. Everything is now fine. So let's go ahead and refresh. Everything is fine. So let me try to change here some two letters. I mean some letters and submit. So when I submit, I'll be able to see that I'm now able to editing. I'm now in this level of editing. Okay, this one here. We are now here. Now there is no more errors. Okay, so now let's proceed. So what I'm going to do, I'll be able to receive everything here. So I'm going to get the post from the database. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the post from the database. It's going to be ID is equal to this ID, edit ID. Remember, I said it through the hidden. And then you say item equals to db find, and then you say we are finding this one from what? From posts, like this, and then you find the post from here. So let me first display this and we see how it looks like at this moment. So if I come and refresh here, I'm able to see everything that has come from what? From the backend or from the database. All right, so let's first put it here. Let's display it. So let's put this one here. Let me put it here and it will help us to guide us. So this is db data, and let's see what we have in the post. So I'm going to dump what we have in the post here. Let's refresh and see what we have in the post. So this is what we have in the post. Okay, so I can come here and say post data and put it here. All right, so let me remove now all these. So I'll just simply say item equals to db find, and then I say posts, and then I find by ID. All right, so let's go ahead and say if post equals to null, I can just say danger, put the error of danger, and say post not found. Okay, post not found, and then I can redirect back to the what? To the room create. All right, room create ID. I can redirect back to room create, or to room post. I mean to admin post. Sorry, admin post. I can do that. Hope we have this. Hope we have that. Yeah, I can to admin posts. Okay, so everything is now fine. So I believe here the post will be found, and then I check the post. I believe it will, we are now timing it an item. I believe it will also be none, and then we can now proceed to the data that we want to update. So this is the data that is coming from the database. So ID, we shall not need to update it. Created by, we shall not need to update it. This was created by the first time only. And then created at, we shall not need to update it also, because we don't need to change when it was actually created. The title, we may need to update it, so I'll just simply come here and get the title and put here title and replace with that one that has come from the post. I can come and remove these. Okay, remove these. How we proceed to the type of facility. Type, of course, shall put type also. You might need to change it, so let's update the type. So I'll come here and put type also of the post. I can go ahead and update the category of the post. I can go ahead and update the description of the post. I can go ahead and update the action link. That one also may update it. So I check each item that we may need to update. Our photos, those one we may need first do some logic. Let's first leave that. Our photos, we shall need to do some logic. Maybe these meters, we may need to update them as well. Let's update them as well. So photos shall need to do some logic first. Photo meter 1, meter 2, and meter 3. Meter 4. All right. So all these we are doing some logic, we're updating them. So we're remaining with photos. So everything has been updated, almost everything, apart from what? From photos. So photos, we might see if there are new photos and also do what? And update them. Okay, so let's see if we can update photos as well. So we already had this logic. Okay, we already had this logic. Okay, so I think, yeah, I think we already had this logic. So I'll go ahead. Let's look at the main photo first. Okay, let's look at the. Okay, let's first see if we can change this, and then we shall come back for photos. So here, come here to database photos. Check if I first get the database photos. By the way, first get the database photos. So the database photos, I just simply say if it's set photos and then say photos. So I'm getting the photos from the what? From the post. Okay, so I get the database photos. These are the ones. Okay, so let me first put them here and we see if we've got them. So I change them from what? From JSON to an array. So let's go ahead and refresh and we see. So undefined action link. So action link, I think action link, we don't need it. Right, let's forget. It is post, it's item. I think it's an item, not posts. So this action link, we might check if it's set first. If it's set, and then we add it there. All right, so let's go ahead and change this one from post to item. That's how we called it, item, not post. All right, so here what I'm doing, I'm getting the photos that are coming from the database and I convert them into JSON first. All right, so I refresh. What is it? I mean, I convert them from JSON to what? I convert them from JSON to a list. I mean to an array. So here I go. Here they are. So I first get all the photos that are in the database, I convert them from JSON, from JSON to an array, and I store them here. All right, so we proceed. So these are the database photos. Okay, these are the database photos. So I check if it's array. If it's not an array, if it was successfully not converted, I change it back to an empty array. So I come back now to uploaded photos. These are the photos that have been uploaded. I check if they are not empty. These are the photos that have been uploaded. If they are not empty, I go ahead and add them in these database photos that have just come. And then after, I go ahead and I check if the photos came. I go ahead and now update these ones. Just only when the photos were uploaded, that's when I do it. Update this one. So I come here and put here photos. So these uploaded photos, how do we get them? We get it from here. This variable, where is it? Let me show it to you. So uploaded photos, it is here. So okay, we shall come to logical photos after we finish this. After I finish the updating of information. All right. So here photos are there. We shall convert them back to JSON if we have some that has come. So I check if there is also a main photo that has come. If it is there, then I go ahead and update the main thumbnail. All right, let's first look at the item and see how we have it. So come here and printer and put here the item. All right, let's see what we have. So uploaded gallery photos at line 96. It is not there. Line 96 here. All right. So this is the thing. So here our main photo is called photo. Main photo. So we shall have to put it here in the main photo like this instead of main photo. We are going to come to that logic and we fix it, okay? So I can come and put this one here and see if there's no any error. So I have to check also this one if it's set. We're going to come to photos logic now after we finish this. So everything is now fine. So if I refresh here, everything is fine, okay? Now I need just to update. So I'll just simply come here and put posts instead of what? Instead of rooms. And then I flash all the errors that are in the session. And then I go ahead and say alert and then say post updated successfully. Post updated successfully. And then I redirect here to admin what? Admin posts.php and then exit. We're going to come back and work on the photos in case someone wants to add a photo, change a photo. So if I come and refresh here, everything is fine. Post updated successfully, and you can see here the post name has changed. So I come here and just simply put here post simple and save. You see the post has changed to post simple. All right, so let's go ahead and work now on the photos changing. Like I should be able to change the photo, for example, this main photo. So I'll just simply come here and now let's see the variable that we have in the main photo. So the main photo is here. This is the main photo input. It is accepting only the photo, but the main name here, it is called photo. Right? It's called photo. So I believe we already have this logic somewhere here. We'll have the main photo here. So this is the place, okay? So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to copy this code. All right, I can even put it on top, on very top, where it is independent of editing. All right, so yeah, it's already on top, by the way. It is already on top. So here, as long as there is a post method, we check if there is a main photo, right? And then also do the logic of uploading this photo. I've already been discussing about this. And then I put the other photo if it's there. If there are multiple photos that are coming, I go ahead and do the same thing in the variable photos. So here, instead of calling it main photo as how we are doing it in the rooms, okay, instead of calling here main photo, I just put photo, all right, like this, photo like this, all right, because this is how we are calling it in the what, in the posts logic. And then I come back to photos. So I have your photos. So instead of calling this one gallery photos, we're going to call it what? We're going to call it what is it? Gallery photos here. Okay, we're just going to change it and Control F, Alt and Enter to edit and call it photos instead. All right, let me explain this again. So let me show you. This is where our file starts from, and we are checking if there is a post method that is being done. So if there is a post method that is being done, I go ahead and check, do some basic validation, check if the title is there, if the type of a post is there. So that the most two important thing that we must check. So after doing so, I go ahead and check. I initiate a variable called post. Remember, this is done either during editing or creating new. So it is out of any condition of either creating new or editing. So I put this logic of creating photos, of uploading photos outside everything. So I check if there is I make a photo to be null. I check if there is a file, if file is set. I check if the file of photo is set. I go ahead and upload this, and I check if what has come back is an array with a status of true, meaning that it has uploaded successfully. I go ahead and do what? I go ahead and get the photo that has come back. The photo is linked. So this is working only in the what? In the main photo, because here the main photo we have its variable called photo here, you can see. And then after, we have now the photos, other photos, that is gallery photos. So I check if we set the files. I go ahead and save the file as set, and then say photos. The photos are set in the files. I go ahead and say if array of this photo is okay, all right, and it's not empty, I go ahead and say maybe maximum should be 1. I go ahead and organize these photos and then loop through them as I upload them. All right, so if it successfully uploads them, I keep this variable in what? In photos. Then I check if it is editing. So this is why I check the logic of editing, and then I go ahead and do the logic of editing or here. All right, and on the other side, I check if it is what? If it is creating new, I do the logic of creating new here. But here, the main point is we check if the photos are there, we put them there. If the main photo is also set, I make it also the main photo. And I do the same also for the what? For the logic, you can see here. I do the same logic for the what? For the updating. All right. Only that the updating, we already have some photos that are coming from database. We're expecting some, so I have to change them from JSON to main photos. To the array. And then I check if the array is a nice one, or it has no problems. I go ahead and loop through the photos that have just come, and I append them, or I add them to the array that is already existing, and then after I convert this array into a JSON. All right, so that's how we do it. So let me go ahead and refresh, and then let's try to change this main photo. So I'll come here and get here this photo, and then say open, and then say submit. So everything is fine, and you see even the photo has done what? The photo has changed. So let's try to add some photos, some gallery photos. So I'll come here and just get here some photos from my database, add them. So there are 5 photos. I submit, everything is fine. So if I come and edit, I should be able to see these photos. Okay, they should be able to see, they should be in my in my database. Let's see if they are there. So you can see here the photos are here. All right, only that we are not able to display them, but we can display them. We can work on the logic of deleting them. Right, let's go ahead and display them here, and also put the button to delete any of them. So come here and get this word gallery photos, come and search it, gallery photos. It's here. We check if it is editing. If it is editing, we check if photos are not empty. All right, so if it is editing, we're supposed to work on the logic of getting those photos from wherever they are, and we display them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So where do we check if is editing, or where do we say this variable that is editing? We are setting it from here. In fact, we are setting it from here. All right, so let's see. So photos, make it to be an empty array by default. Already it's already here as an empty array. All right, so let's see why it is not being displayed. So let me go ahead and echo printer and put photos and die here. So if I come and refresh here, you see the photos are there. So let's see why they're not coming, they're not being displayed the other side. Here, why are they not displaying here? If it's editing and photos and not empty. Let's try to put our PHP and see. So you see the photos are here. All right, so why is it not working? So is editing, this must be true, and photo is not null, this is true, and not empty. Let's see if we are reaching here. So you can't reach here. So let's see what is causing the problem. Let's try to check its editing if it is okay. If editing is okay. And photos not null. Let's see if that one is okay. Photos not null is okay. I think the problem is not empty. Oh yeah, see the problem here is supposed to be photos, not a photo. Photos is not empty. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, so I fixed it. Now everything should be fine. So come and refresh here. Now we have ability to delete even the photos that are under the gallery. However, I can make a better user interface. So I've deleted this one. So come and refresh here. It should be gone. I hope it was did not delete, but you can admin delete photo, and then I pass the ID of a post, put the photo, and then post the type, and type is post. Or let's add the logic of post. Alt and enter. I mean press command and Control P, so you can go this logic of deleting photos. This is the admin delete photo. So I have this one for room, when the type is room, right? So is set ID delete photo, and type is set type. Okay, so we check if type is a room. So we have the deletion of a room post, of a room post photo. So here our type is a what? Is a post, not a room. You can see here type is a post, not a room. So I have not written that logic, so it will look pretty more like room edit. Room edit. So I'll come and put here else, and put if else if. So I've just copied everything that is in the room logic. Okay, we can delete logic here, and then come and call this one to be post. All right, so if the type is post, so let's put here and see if we can reach here and say post delete. Okay, not implemented yet. So I've refresh here, come and say delete. You see, we are now here. We are now able to delete the post. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to find let me search as an item. So what we're going to do, we're going to search for what? For post, from posts. All right, we search the ID. Put here post not found, if in case it is null. All right, so I just go ahead and get the photos. Remember, our photos in the post have as are saved as photos, not gallery. I get the gallery photos like this. All right, there I go. So if I come here and I dump, so I come and put echo pre-tag. So if I come and refresh, so this is not supposed to be rooms, supposed to be post. I mean, sorry, item. Sorry, item. Okay, so if I come and refresh, everything is fine. You see these are the photos, and the one that you need to delete is which one? Is this one. Okay, the link is here, so it should be there in the array. You see, this is not trying to delete the second one. All right, so yeah, so I get all the posts, I get all the photos, I make sure that's an array, come and loop, check if it is having the same name. So I can come here and make sure that I delete, I make sure if it is the same name. I mean, I loop here all the photos, I look through them. So I check if it is not a new array. I mean, if I remove it here, so I create a new gallery. I check if the photo is not the one that I want to delete as I add it here, right? So as I add these items in the new gallery, if it's not the one, I see. So after I go ahead and say file uploads, I just check if this photo is existing and I unlink it, I delete it, right? I delete it. And then after I go ahead and save in this photo. So you have to change it to photos to be JSON encode, and then I get the gallery and I save it into photos, and then say db insert. So it's going to be in posts, not rooms, and then I update the ID with the data that has come. I'm going to the new data, and then they say post photo deleted successfully. So if I come and refresh here, post photo deleted successfully. If I come and if I come and search this photo event, it shouldn't be in my computer because you have unlinked it. So come and press here Control P, the photo is gone. So if I come and refresh, this photo should be gone. See? Yeah, so that is beautiful. So you can pause the video and look through this logic of deleting the photo very carefully so you can understand everything properly. All right, so that's beautiful. Can delete anything here in the galleries photos. However, I can do something better in the terms of user interface and getting them much more organized. So everything is beautiful. You can now be able to delete. You can change the main photo. We can change the content. So you should be able to understand these things, and they should do what? To help you do almost many things or different kind of projects. I can be able to change the type of a post. Okay, slider post. That is, and it goes. Okay, so that is so beautiful. Remaining 6 minutes, 5 minutes. So let's use those 5 minutes to start approaching the front end. So here's the front end. Here's the front end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to so these are the rooms. I'm going to implement the services. We're going to implement the services. After the services, shall go ahead and implement the what? The facilities, right? Okay, so let's begin with what? With these services, all right? With services, okay? So what I'm going to do, let's first create one service basing on this, what you're seeing here. So I'll come here and open this, a new tab, save this photo from the template, and then come to what? Come to our admin panel. Let me open it in a new tab, right click and say open new tab, and then come to admin posts. Let's create a new one, totally new one, and then come and get this title, room cleaning. All right, it's called room cleaning, and then come and change the post type to be a what? To be a service post. And then we come and put here category, put service, and then put the main photo to be this photo that we just downloaded from the template. And then other photos, we can add them. I can add other photos. Okay, let me add just some from here, but we shall do like the real mastering later. Want to first see if it can sit there, and then come here and put description. So I can come and say, let me get this description and put it here, and then come and put details, put here some details like that. All right, so submitter, so I can put here hotel. So let me put here some dummy just get here some dummy content. So this is going to be working as the metadata there. All right, so I go ahead and do it and submit. So everything is fine. See, the post is here and it's a service. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to see how we can fetch that post and display it in this position as a what? As a service here. All right, so let's go now to our template. Let's go to our home page. So I'll just go to our home page, Ctrl P, and put index.php, and go to where there is what? Services. This is the place where we have services. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to get the services. Let me go on top here and look at the at services. Okay, so going to duplicate this one, just simply call it services. I can say homepage services. Okay, homepage. I can put a slider services. Come and call this one what? Posts. And then our condition is going to be posts, and then our condition is going to be should be of data type service. So type service. All right, let's go ahead and see if we have come up with something from there. So I can just simply put here some printer and dump it echo pre-tag. All right, so let's see what we've got. Ouch. Refresh. So you see at least something has come back as a service. So the other thing that we posted as a service, it has come back. So yeah, that's it. That is good for getting started. So I'm going to display this service there. Let me copy this. So copy that post, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and display this one in the section of services. So I'm going to display this one in the section of what? In the section of services here in this slider, extra services. Okay. So here's our slider. Here it is, right? Okay. Here's the slider. So it is in each card here. So what I'm going to put here, I'm going to put here just PHP. And I put for each. For. And then I come and look through these services. Put here service. All right, so I'll come and close my what? My my loop here. Okay, to the end of a single item. So come and put PHP all right. Okay, so to doing so, shall come and put here the title of the service. So we call it title like this. Let's first, so I can come and remove these ones as well. Can come and remove them. We shall set them later. Ouch. So I save, come and refresh here. This you should have there one service. See, it is there. It has come, room cleaning. So I mean that if we come and change this one to room automatically, if come and refresh here, to change to what? To room spraying. You see, so we are giving it life. Let's change the image here and display the real image. All right, I think that can be enough for today. Let's start from there in the next lecture. All right, see you in the next lecture. We're going to take it from there and give this template a life. Goodbye and see you in the next lecture.